There we go. I had a gosh dang long day. Oh, wake up early, exam, boom. Come back to the house. 20 minutes of rest. Go hit another exam. Oh my god. Did not get a ton of sleep. Not ideal. But is that gonna stop the lift? Are you crazy? Are you insane? No. No. You'd have to hit me with something pretty hard for me to go, alright, I don't want to get an arm pump tonight. I don't want to get an arm pump tonight. Come on. Don't be delusional. So, day one, something. Woke up at 250, bro. This sucks. It's okay. I'm not okay. I'm not actually freaking out about it, but it's just the state of being, you know, ideally be prioritizing the food a bit more. But I tell you what, 260. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. So, got to do a quick pit stop. I've been filling up the jugs with Gatorade powder, like, Tang, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anything sugary, basically. But I'm out. I had enough to make this pre, so I got to go do a quick pit stop, get some kind of something for the intro workout drink. Maybe a juice of some variety. I'll have to see. But enough of this banter. Let's talk about arms. So, standard procedure for me is, tries and then buys. Start off heavy with each one, and as it progresses, do a little bit more. This guy gonna fucking drive. A little bit more like isolation movements, right? So tries, I like starting off with a heavy push down of some sort, but then towards the end, I'll be more prone to like using the rope push down because you can really get a good squeeze with the rope. And then with biceps, I love doing some heavy alternating dumbbell curls, right? Where the point of the set is to just load as much weight as possible for, maybe 8-ish, 10 reps. But towards the end of the lift, I don't mind grabbing like maybe the 30s, maybe a little more than the 30s, but whatever, light-ish weight, and doing a set where I just really control the weight, move it slowly, and get a really good squeeze. Because I swear, if you do just compound lifts, I don't know, you might get some muscle growth, but you're going to be lacking out of the pump. And if you only do light isolation lifts, like if you only do really light dumbbell curls or whatever, then you're not going to build any strength. In my mind, you want the best of both worlds, because the bigger you are, the stronger you're going to be. You got to move heavier weight to grow. So, if that's sort of a power building type mentality, so be it. But I'm going to go in here, get some probably fucking apple juice, and now that I'm thinking about it, and then we can go slam arms. Fucking excited. I'm going to change up my technique for tries for this lift. Because what I usually do, same with all muscle groups basically, is I start off with, I warm up, and then I start off with something really heavy, right? Like I'd start off with, either like this push down with just one arm, or like I throw a bunch of plates on, if you've seen the last few arm day videos. But I think I'm missing out on like the squeezing type sets for tries. Because by the time I finish like 5 sets really heavy, my tries are pumped, and then I can't get like a super good contraction at the bottom, if you know what I'm saying. So instead of starting off crazy heavy, I think I'm going to start off a bit lighter and make the sets difficult by way of squeezing it really hard at the bottom. And then, I'll go from there. So I'll start with the rope, maybe 20 reps, however many I can get. But just because I'm going lighter, doesn't mean I'm not going to go hard, right? All your sets should be going fucking hard. just in slightly different ways per se. Same mentality. I'm gonna try and not go like so heavy and just really get a good squeeze. I know that's not very like me, but I definitely think out of all like my body parts, triceps are probably lacking. Like obviously not in the strength department, but who gives a shit about strength? We're here to get fucking big triceps, you know. So I'm gonna change up the training. If you just do the same shit over and over, and it's not working how you like, you know, don't just keep fucking hitting your head against the wall. You know, try to change some shit up. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Whew. That's definitely a good fucking burn. I'll do a few more of this. I think I've been neglecting the strength, what am I saying, strengthened? The lengthened position of triceps. Because for a while, I think I've gotten into a habit of going too heavy, and then I only do like this much range of motion. So I think better form may do my triceps a little bit of justice. As weird as that sounds for me to say. So this feels fucking super good. Squeeze, pump. So, I mean, I've said this before, I don't mind like spamming an exercise if it feels good. So I might finish with this, in all honesty. So another little cue that I like when you're doing like a straight bar push down is imagine you're holding onto the bar, right? Don't just push it straight down, right? And get to the bottom, then just bring it back up. How I kind of imagine getting a really good squeeze at the bottom is like, sure, I push down like normal, but once I get close to the bottom, I imagine trying to bend the fucking bar, like bend it in half and pull it apart, right? Like this, look. So down, down. I try to imagine this motion right here. And I swear that just helps me squeeze the fuck out of the triceps. Three more of these. You know, it feels good, getting a super good squeeze and burn. So don't feel the need to change it up. Triceps is kind of a simple muscle. Like, there's no compound lift that I like doing a lot for triceps. Like for chest or like legs. No, maybe not legs. Let's just say chest as an example. I wouldn't want to do a whole workout of just bench, right? And I wouldn't want to do a whole workout of just flies. But with triceps, I mean, all you're going from is here to here. So as long as you load up that movement path and you're getting pumped, just keep doing it. No drop sets, no nothing weird. Just fucking, you know, I wouldn't say like insanely heavy, because like I can move more weight than this, but a moderate amount of weight And I've literally just sat here and done, 9 sets of tricep pushdowns, and I'm like as pumped as I've ever been. You know, I make this point a fucking lot. There's not much need to overcomplicate it in the gym. It's pretty much just go hard and get a pump. Okay. I don't know if I've ever had a tricep pump. Like, holy shit. That's fucked. Triceps are fucking pumped. Oh, pump sneak peek. Ugh. Not insane lighting, but oh, that is fucking. That's gotta be what, 30 psi, 40? How much do you inflate a tire? It's gotta be that level of pressure. So I warmed up with I did a set of the 40s, did a set of the 60s. So I'm just gonna jump right into the 75s. 10-ish rep weight for me, but obviously try to go to failure. That's another reason why I kind of like doing tries first and then moving on to buys. Is because after all those sets of triceps, my forearms, they're warm, right? So this whole kind of area already has some blood flow. So if you've ever got problems with like kind of tendonitis in the forearm or whatever on your arm day, maybe try starting off with tries before you get into biceps. And if that doesn't work, I mean, fuck, massage the area or something. So let's throw the 75s around for a few. '75s are feeling fucking heavy. So I'll probably do maybe I don't know, 2 or 3 more of these. It's hard to beat just a fucking normal dumbbell curl, right? I mean, what's better? Honestly, if I had to pick a single bicep exercise forever, this is gonna be it. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'll fucking figure it out. I think a set of single arm curls should be pretty good. I'll do this, kind of in a similar way to triceps today, where I'm not just trying to throw around as much weight as possible, kind of going slow, squeezing. Oh my god. So, my right bicep is slightly less developed than the left one. So what I do to kind of counterbalance that is whenever I do single arm movements, I'll start off with the right one, the weaker one, and then match the reps. Like I probably could have done maybe 3 more reps on the left side, but in an effort not to let the left one get bigger than the right one, I actually do vice versa. I'll do 20, fail, and then only do 20 on the other side. And you can do that to any muscle. Good. The first 4 dumbbells definitely got some stimulus. And those cable sets were a super good squeeze. So I think I'm gonna do maybe 2 or 3 sets of single arm preachers with the dumbbells. I like the single arm with the dumbbell better than the easy curl bar. It just feels fucking weird to me. But I think yeah, the 50s should feel pretty good. So. Oh fuck. Whew. That's fuck. Whew. Minor change of plans. Rather than do another set of those preachers, I think I'm just going to finish off with 2 sets of alternating dumbbell curls again. This time lighter, so I don't need to use the straps. But I mean, it's hard to beat. I would love to do like some easy bar, not easy bar, what's the W bar, the cable attachment. I'd love to do some of those curls, but this gym doesn't fucking have one. So this will be a good alternative. So 2 of these and then I'm done. I can check the fucking pump. Okay. Let's check the pump. Holy crap. There we go. Turn the exposure down a little bit. Adds an extra 2 pounds of lean tissue. So, basic ass arm day, especially triceps. Oh my god. I could have just played the same clip and looped it 11 times. It would have been the same shit. So, and then curls, nothing special, just a couple different varieties. Curls, I mean, you can really do whatever. Like the order is not so important in my mind. Like if you start off with dumbbell curls, you're fucking working your biceps. If you start off with cable curls, you're working your biceps. If you start off with preachers, I mean, yeah, you're working your fucking biceps. It's not, like I was saying with tris, it's not a muscle where you have compound lifts, right? Like with chest, obviously, you can push a ton of weight and get a ton of tension by doing a pressing movement, which I think is something you should start off with. And then you do more flies towards the end. But with something like bis, as a relatively smaller muscle group, the nature of training is just a little bit simpler. Here to here, however way you like, in such a way that you work the whole thing. And hopefully get a pump not dissimilar to this one. Let's see what we're working with. Kill me. Yeah, you son of a bitch. I swear, doing this and just seeing like the thickness relative to like my wrist and stuff, that's what really gets me going. Oh my god, that is that's fucked. Whew. Arms have been thrashed. Oh my god. Even just straightening right now, my biceps are so fucking tight. Like, oh, whew. That should be the fucking goal every pump, you know? You want it to be right up against your fucking skin. Obviously, it's up against your skin, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know, it should feel like your fucking arms are about to blow up. So, I've got a big ass project to finish tomorrow, plus a little bit more studying. And then I'll have zero excuse not to finish this fucking bulk off strong. So, I'm gonna sit down and do some calves like always, and then get the fuck out of here. My dextrose shake is waiting. Well, the last few lifts here for a while. Glad I made it a good one. So, arms. Forgot to bring a measuring tape. There'll be more lifts to come for the bulk, so hypothetically, my arms aren't as big as they could be right now. You know, they'll probably be the biggest when I'm the fucking heaviest, which ideally is going to be at fucking 260. So let's just slam the dextrose and roll. Not ideal. Well, actually, very ideal. Actually, the most ideal thing you can fucking take into your body after a workout. Just doesn't taste the best. Does not taste the best. So, if you want the logic on dextrose, just look it up. Look up dextrose. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, let's think about this. Let's discuss some forms of motivation. What kind of media are you consuming that's getting you hyped up and amped to look a certain way or to be a certain strength? Whatever, you know, you can do it. Fucking, you get what I'm saying? You know, what kind of shit is gonna hype you up? I remember when I started lifting. This was back. This was like early junior year high school. Started off 160, 165, something like that. Yeah. I remember I was watching Baki. Oh my god, that shit is badass. Ooh, super cool source of motivation. It's kind of a guy. It's a very guy thing. But that's legit. That's some cool ass shit. You know, fucking Rocky movies, old school bodybuilding tapes. Ippo, it's badass too. Any kind of you know, berserk type deal. All that shit is sick. But where am I even going with this? Whatever. That's the kind of shit that I'll watch, and I'm like, all right, let's get fucking real, you know. So back in let's just get into this. Back in high school, when I started lifting, it wasn't too much of a hobby per se. it was I'd say it turned into a pretty quick obsession, right? Like I would as soon as you start bringing out the food scale and asking your mom to buy you protein and creatine and amino acids and pre-workout and shit, and they're watching you weigh out your rice and your chicken and stuff like that. I mean, they're gonna kind of look at you funny, especially when you start like drinking egg whites and shit. You look like a fucking freak. But how else are you gonna get freaky if you don't do freaky shit? See what I'm saying? What the fuck is that? My car is just like flashing its lights perpetually. It's weird. But yeah, so you know, watching that kind of shit, weighing all my food out super early, or not super early, but early in like the lifting career. That's kind of the shit you got to do. And then in terms of like the lifting consistency, that has never really been a problem for me, because I got it pretty much ingrained in my mind early on that if I want to make progress, then guess what? I gotta fucking put in the work and train, right? How does that not connect, right? It's pretty fucking simple logic. So, if I went out and hung out with some whoever's, or if I was busy with something, or if I had like a diving competition, because I used to do diving, and I'd get home at like midnight. Oh no, I haven't lifted yet. What was I gonna do? Was I gonna say, all right, well, I'll lift tomorrow, whatever. I gotta wake up at 6 in the morning the next day for school. No, I just start, going hard in the basement gym, and then I get a text from my dad telling me to, quit slamming the fucking weights. I tried to scroll through like like our texts to find it, but this was years ago. I couldn't find the actual screenshots. But yeah, I mean, it's not gonna hurt you to be crazy obsessed. That's definitely gonna give you an edge in terms of performance. And by crazy obsessed, I don't mean it like you're constantly worrying about how you look, and like you're in the mirror and you're like, oh, I look like shit. Fuck, oh, god damn, I'm so fucking fat. Like that is not a good type of obsessed. Uh, what I mean is like an obsession such that you go about it rationally, right? The novice lifter is going to get upset because he doesn't look a certain way, right? But the enlightened lifter knows, okay, well, I look like this right now. That's just my current state. What do I do to look different? What do I do to build muscle? What do I do to lose body fat? And then he goes about it in a calculated manner. If you're just constantly complaining about your current state, that's not really a source of motivation that I would want to have for, a long period of time, right? Like if I got fucking, I guess there's a little wood on here to knock. If I got fucking totally thrashed somehow in an injury, like out of gym, and I like lost all my gains, I'd probably be pretty upset. I wouldn't be too thrilled, but I'm not just gonna. I doubt that I would just kind of be like, oh well, fuck, it's gone. It's not gonna come back. I guess I'm done. What? No. Just go back. You can start from scratch. You already know what you're doing, and then just keep lifting back. So we're really getting into a rant here. If you're ever injured, do not stop lifting, right? Let's say you fucking break your ankle. You're in a boot. Or maybe you break your arm. Something like that. These are kind of like serious injuries. But yeah, maybe you had some kind of surgery on your knee and you're in a fucking, like a brace or something, right? The last thing that you want to do is just go bedridden. Right? I've I had a knee surgery a while ago. It was just, it wasn't like a serious tendon type deal. It was a weird sort of internal, like, disconnect or whatever. Nothing. All they had to do was go in and like take out a piece of cartilage that had like broken off from my knee. But whatever. 2 months, no legs, right? No legs to be done because I'm fucking, healing up. So what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna? Did I just sit at home and be like, oh well, fuck, no lifting for me? No, I just went in the gym and I did what I fucking could. I still did back and arms and shoulders and chest. Uh, I didn't work the other healthy leg. I do think that like if you fuck up your right arm, I don't want to work the left arm and then like develop a fucking imbalance. In that sense, I would take a break. But if you just stop lifting, you're gonna crash your metabolism because you're not pumping out so much energy. You're just gonna soften up and you're gonna get kind of weak. You're not gonna heal up as well. In the summer, last summer, I was dieting. I was getting pretty lean. That was let me think. That's probably around July or something. But when I was working, I fucking cut the shit out of my hand. Like no laughing matter. This shit was fucked. Uh, so, do I keep dieting? No, I want to fucking heal up as quick as possible. So, ended the cut. Started eating, and of course, now my hand is fucked for like a month or two. So, I can't bench press. I can't hold dumbbells in my hand because like a bunch of the muscles that work my thumb in a gripping motion were like just sliced in half. So instead of just taking time off, right, I just worked around the injury. So instead of doing chest press where I'm pushing with my hands, oh Jesus Christ, fucking dear. What I did was I took that ankle attachment that you see girls using a ton for, glute movements on the cables, wrapped it around my forearm, and then used that to do pressing, right? So, little tip if you ever, like, seriously fuck up your hand or wrist such that you can't do any pressing movements, just strap the cable to your forearm. That may be a little bit of a piece of advice that goes unused. It's a very specific situation. But the general idea that I'm trying to tell you here is like you don't want to just stop moving. That's really, for one thing, you're not just going to pause your progress. You're going to backtrack. Right? Even just going into the gym and doing light cardio, and maybe like a few sets, even if you did like a weird full body thing where you did just one set of a curl and one set of like a bench machine, whatever. Like, it doesn't take much to maintain. So, if you're sick or whatever, okay, maybe not sick. Well, you get what I'm saying. If you got a hurt leg, work your upper body. If you just had a shoulder surgery, work your lower body. Right? The last thing you want to do is just stay at home, turn to mush. It's going to be even harder to get back into the gym because you lost all your motivation. Yuck. So, if you ever find yourself in an unfortunate situation like that, do not rest too much, of course. You probably need a little if you got seriously messed up. But I guess main message of this sort of car talk: become obsessed with the gym. I'll make these a little bit more concise in the future. I can tell I'm running out of topics. It's getting hard to think of new shit every time. So keep an eye out. Full day of eating. It's going to happen this bulk. I guarantee you that. The exact date, that's to be determined. But legs tomorrow. Variety of studying. But I'll save that for tomorrow. Cardio in the morning. Okay, let's just keep going. So, cardio on a bulk. Why do I do it? What's the point of doing cardio on a bulk? For one thing, already 13 minutes in, whatever. So for one thing, you're just gonna be a fucking, more athletic beast. When you're in the gym and you're bulking, and hypothetically you're eating so much food that you're kind of starting to get fat. Not like fat per se, but you're putting on body fat. If you're gaining weight, you will be. Uh, that's not awesome for your cardio. Like when you're in the gym doing sets, you're gonna get a lot more out of breath when you're bulking. So, one kind of initially noticeable benefit of doing the cardio, you won't be out of breath so easily in the gym. You'll have better endurance. And as far as I can tell, that's fucking sick. Why would you want to, if you can make your workout more intense by being able to go harder without getting so fatigued, why wouldn't you? And then the fact that you're doing the cardio in the morning, you're burning some extra calories. That translates into your body burning more calories during the day. So you're just going to have a faster metabolism. Even if you're still eating the same surplus, I don't think it's really going to hurt you much in terms of the weight gain. Like, uh, you should be doing at least like maybe 1,000 calorie surplus, in my opinion, on a bulk. And those 300 calories of cardio is not going to counteract that extra food, right? As far as I can tell, it's just going to make your body more efficient at allocating it towards, muscle growth. So, obviously, in a dieting context, when you do cardio, it's going to burn more calories in the day. And of course, that means you're going to burn more fat as long as you eat in a calorie deficit. But, it's never going to be bad to have a better cardiovascular system. And I think you know that, right? Doing your cardio, taking your vitamins, getting good sleep, those are things that are just good for you, right? So it's up to you whether or not you want to actually act on that and do it. But, that's up to you. So enough of this. How about this? Leave some comments on what I should talk about in the next car talk. And if read through them, like comment and then read through them and like some of the best ones, just so I can see what you guys want me to say. Because I do get a lot of requests, but some of them are just so niche. Like, I don't know if everybody wants to hear it, right? So, I mean, you're the viewers. I'm doing all this shit for you, right? You got to tell me what you want to see. So, I'm going to get some more food in me, get some rest, and I will see you next time.